Well, howdy ho, good neighbor. It is apparent that I am at Habitat for Humanity here in Oakland, California. We're going to go inside and see what they have in here. This is where they donate old, reusable stuff to put in your home. So let's go into Habitat for Humanity, East Bay, Silicon Valley. All right, well, it is apparent they're always playing that copyrighted music here, so this might be a voiceover. I might have to just do a voiceover. All right, so we're just going to make this a non-monetized video and just $165 for a dining room table. So here we're just going to go read some numbers. Look at that, 219 for that. All right, let's go. Now here's what I'm talking about. They got some old dishwashers here. So everything's for sale. Look at that dishwasher. Where are you going to find a dishwasher like that? I better be doing some widescreen here. All right. So Habitat for Humanity is huge. Like this is the front area with all the furniture. Then you come back here. You got cabinets. All kinds of cabinets. Let's just go see how much this cabinet is right here. $45. That's pretty nice, isn't it? $45 for that. That looks kind of old. Kinda. All right. How much for a bed? That's a nice one, isn't it? Habitat for Humanity. Look at all these beds, bunk beds. You got these bamboo pillows. I don't know. Everything's something. Look at these lights. You see these lights? How much is a light here at Habitat for Humanity? I can tell you that that light right there, $120. That light right there, $35. All right, you see it. All these. $25 for a fan light. All right, you like it, you like it. All right, let's wall sconces. How much for a wall sconce? Yeah, $20. And they do have fire sprinklers. Old. Let's do a zoom in. Yep, there they are. Old style. They must have been tested recently. All right. So there you go. Everything you need. Plumbing. They have that here at Habit for Humanity. They have it all. Look at that sink. How much is that? That's a nice sink. Yeah, here's the tiles. A lot of people come for these tiles. All this tiles. So there you go. They even got some old exercise machines here. Look at this. Yep. Carpet, $4 a square. Wow. All right. Elliptical machines. Yeah, these are those exercise machines. How much is that? I don't know. Out of service. All right. Some nice carpets here. How much for this carpet right here? $55. For this carpet right here, $75. There you go. All right, we've seen it. $55 for that blue, beautiful carpet. $85 for that. How much for this big one? $125 for that big carpet. All right, there you go. I think that's employees only. So you've seen it all. They got this old fire sprinkler system here. You could tell it's old. 6-inch main. Here's how you can tell an old fire sprinkler system. See that threaded pipe? Oh, that's an old system right there. That's probably 1950s. All right, well, there you go. You get your tiles here. You get your carpet here. You get your plumbing here. Everything you can get here. Things you don't even need, you can get it here. How much is a bathtub here? Well, I'll tell you, $95 with 50% off. That's $47 bathtub right there. So you will get some good deals here. Just gotta find them. All right, let's clean it up, get it out of here. Let me show you this art real quick and be done with this St. Vincent de Paul. Here's some of the art. How much is that sailboat art? $35 for that. So they definitely know what they got on some things. All right, there you go. The old restrooms, they provide restrooms, so everything's here. Everything's here. Look at this old meat counters. Old water heaters. How much is that old hot water heater? $2.95. That's a good one. All right, you see it all here at the old, what do we call this? Habitat for Humanity in Oakland. Toilet brushes, everything you need. Tools, corded tools, old saws. You can build a house here. You could build your own house here. Definitely. Everything you need to build your own house. All right, let's get out of here. What do we call this? We called it Habit for Humanity, East Bay, Oakland. And they got everything you need here to build a house. Everything. So if you're ever in the East Bay of Oakland, yeah, you have to come to see Habit for Humanity. Yeah, right here. They call it the reuse people. Look at this. I like that. The reuse people. Use building material right here at St. Vincent de Paul. Did those people just drop something behind me? I heard somebody say, darn it. Or they said something. All right, there you go. Habitat for Humanity, East Bay, Silicon Valley. We're no near Silicon Valley. I don't know where they get that. All right. Well, as always, I want to thank you for coming along with me on these Habitat for Humanity, What's Inside That Store adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. Yeah. The reuse people. Oh no. Was I zoomed in on that outro? Rookie. 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 Nothing's professional here. You know that. All right. I'll give you a shot of East Bay. What does East Bay, Oakland look like? Well, they had to put all these barriers up because people were camping here. As far as the eye can see. You must be making some good money if you make those things. Because I don't know if they sell them or if they rent them. But they're all the way down this road. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Let's get out of here.